Teenancy words could never describe what a fantastic experience ASNE 2012 has been for me. The friendships that have developed, the learning opportunities, and the hospitality that have been shown in so many ways are all a testimony of the incredible staff, the university, the Reynolds Institute of Journalism, and the town of Columbia. I didn't miss Texas even a smidgen while I was here. Thanks for the best workshop ever.
What I will take away from this workshop is, of course, the delicious food, but more importantly, how valued and appreciated I felt as a teacher, and how honored I felt to be able to participate in such a well-planned, well-thought-out, so unbelievably informational
that we've done here since we've been here. Somebody visited the Prudential Library, Truman Library, which was just absolutely mind-boggling. I could have stayed there for hours just browsing the exhibits and learning more about the history of our own nation and the role Harry Truman played and his place in Missouri.
Favorite memory of Jeffrey is when he was wearing something less formal than usual, and we asked why, and he said it was Michael Jackson Day, so he dressed for the theme.
Okay, my name is Soyla Garcia, better known as Cigarci, and my favorite experience was the very first day that we got here to the Institute, and I met everyone, and I saw the Institute, met all the instructors, all the facilitators. I would say that would be my very first, the thing that I liked the most.
Okay, so my most fun memory was being with Sylvie and our small group during the progressive dinner, and she told us her poop story, and it was just the funniest thing because she talks about how a couple kids on staff decided to play this practical joke, and at the end of every story on the sports page it said poop, and the way she described, you just look at this article and it's like yada 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 poop, or you get to the end of the article and this team won and poop. So anyway, I just thought it was great.
What I'm going to take away from this institute is the opportunity to interact and dialogue with amazing educators from all around the country. That's been really rich for me. Additionally, feeling more confident exploring whichever particular type of social media feels comfortable or appropriate for me and my students.
This is Penny McKnight. My favorite memories from this week all involve sitting around tables in various restaurants, eating Thai food and Indian food and pizza with all my new friends, especially the first night when we went to Shakespeare's Pizza, and Kimberly asked the guy behind the counter, "Why do you have a can of WD-40 in your refrigerator?" And his obvious response, "It stays cold in there." Lots of fun.
This is Melissa Larson. My favorite memory of this experience was the Around the World dinner. It was super creative and so much fun to get to talk to all the different groups of people instead of just staying with the group that I'm assigned to. And it was just a blast.
Hi, this is Jenny Kwiatek, and my favorite memory of this amazing 2 weeks, which has been wonderful in many, many, many ways, I think was when I first walked into my hotel room. My plane got in late. I was 6 hours later than everyone else getting to the hotel. I was on my own. Everyone else had had a nice dinner, and and I walked into my hotel room, and what did I see but a pile of beautiful, fluffy pillows. I love pillows. I have 3 pillows on my bed.
The best memory I've had so far at the Institute is all of the amazing dinners and all the special details Jeffrey's put into everything we've done, from the food to being in the All-Star Suite. You know, so often we think of ourselves as having one of the most important jobs in the school, defending the First Amendment. It's just nice to know that somebody out there thinks that we're important too.
Pillows. I have 3 pillows on my bed at home. There were 6 pillows on my hotel room bed, and it just sort of set the mood for me, saying everything's going to be okay.
This is Kim Treewaller. My favorite memory from the RJI Summer Institute has to be the Facebook conversation that was going on during one of our last lectures, in which Tom Riley was quoting all of his favorite things about his life, and Alyssa laughing so hard she had to cough to keep everyone in the workshop from knowing that she was about to fall off her chair.
You are going to be pampered, you are going to be cared for and appreciated and taken care of, and that has been true every single day, every single meal, every single trip has reaffirmed the fact that Jeffrey knows how to treat people well, that Adam and Roger and everyone else involved with this entire 2 weeks appreciate us as teachers, as journalists. They appreciate us as people. They appreciate what we do. And I, in turn, appreciate this sort of affirmation.
Hi, this is Laura Lockhart, and my one memory is when we walked in the first day, everyone was in shock, myself included, at the level of professionalism and respect that was displayed. And it was a great start, and it hasn't stopped since, so thank you very much for this great opportunity.
Of what I do, that what I'm doing is right, and I think everyone connected with ASNE is just wonderful, so thank you.
I think my favorite memories have been riding the bus. Great time to spend time with people, getting to know different people every day, and riding with them. Kind of reminds me of being a kid and swapping stories and having a great time and just really bonding with everybody, and just really felt like a great time, and hope we'll take another adventure sometime soon.
My favorite memory from this experience has definitely by far been all of the fabulous dinners and lunches that we've had, not only because of the food, but because of the incredible conversations that it allowed for us to have and to share our experiences and to get to know each other more than we did when we first got here. And my favorite dinner was the Around the World dinner. It was extremely creative, the food was great, and it was really neat to have a topic to discuss over drinks and tapas.
Hi, this is Allie, and my favorite memory is probably the Royals game. It was just fun, and it was cool to have a suite, and we've kind of been treated really, really well, and it's going to be hard to go back to my normal life where I'm just a normal person. But this whole experience has been great, and the people are great, and I've laughed a lot, and I've learned a lot, and it was really outstanding. So thanks for everything. Bye.
I felt like we were treated like royalty. We were given first class everything. Second was the expense that the university went through to provide us with all the information we needed to be up to date with what's going on in journalism.
This is Elle Perry, and my favorite memory was visiting the Kansas City Star and seeing how excited they were about the future of journalism, and not just in being a newspaper, but in an information service, and feeling somebody that was really excited about what the future holds and that was prepared for it.
So my favorite memory probably is the people in general. Specifically, one time in Lori's room hanging out with Margot and Tom, and there are some jokes that are not really fit for polite consumption, but let's just say the sense of humor of all the people is something I'll always remember.
The thing about this workshop that I'm most grateful for is getting to meet and learn from so many different people with so many different perspectives, not just the speakers, but the people in the program who come from so many places and have such wonderful expertise.
The most important thing I will take away from this conference is the sense that I am not alone in this endeavor. It's been a tough few years for teachers, and I was pretty beat up programs. But when I got here, I realized that I do have a support system. I have the faculty of Mizzou, I have the JEA, I have, most importantly, all my wonderful peers who are all in the same boat. and a wonderful connectivity that stretches from Hawaii to Boston.
My favorite memory is eating my way all around the world.
This is Ariane Frazier. My favorite memory is watching teachers from around the world collaborating and helping each other out.
This is Kathy Collins, and my favorite memory is drinking my way around the world and suddenly having to deal with serious journalistic issues and looking across the table at Destiny and both of us having to hold in the giggles and actually try to be serious.
The past 2 weeks have taught me that journalism around the country is being taught by such capable professionals, and I can't wait to bring back with me all the things that I learned and to share them with my students and see what they can accomplish in the upcoming year.
On the way back from Kansas City, when Anna Marie was trying to convince us that there was such a word as teen Nazi, and it means small. Well, we didn't believe her, but it was funny at the time.
The thing that I remember most about this institute was the quality of the presentation, the professionalism of everyone that I dealt with, and the wonderful diversity of the people that were my classmates. When I first signed up for this, I wondered how well I would fit in, and indeed how well my work would compare to others. And I found that I was very much an important part of the Institute, and I like to think that I was able to contribute in some important ways. Thank you.